Hello everyone, my name is Wendy Ivy Martinez. I am a geek and today I'm going to be talking all about the September fantasy and or romance novels that are coming out in September. So let's go ahead and get started. As always, we are going to go ahead and begin with the very beginning of September all the way to the very end of September. So let's go ahead and just get into it. The first book that I want to talk about are Things We Left Behind, which is the Knock 'Em Out Book 3. And this is the one that I have been waiting for. It comes out September 5th. And if you guys I've only read the first one. I haven't read the second one, The Things We Hide from the Light or something like that, just because I've heard very mixed reviews about it. The first one I rated it 4 out of 5 stars, but this is the one that I've been waiting for because it is Lucian and Sloane's story, because they've always kept it very like mysterious and very like hush hush. We don't know what went on between Lucian and Sloane. So I really want to see this love story, the origins, what happened between them. I don't know if you have to read them in order, but I'm pretty sure you get more insight if you do read them in order. Yeah, so this one looks very exciting. Okay, so the next book that we have here is called Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It comes out September 12th, 2023. And this is a brand new series from Jennifer L. Armentrout. If you guys do not know, she is the author of From Blood and Ash. She's also the author of the Stone Cold Kiss series or whatever. There was some, she wrote a few YA series that I read that were really good. The Lux series is the first one that I read by her that I was obsessed with. This one says right here, long ago, the world was destroyed by gods. Only 9 cities were spared, separated by vast wilderness, reaming with monsters and unimaginable dangers. Each city is now ruled by a guardian. I'm petting my dog, that's why my arm's out. Royalty who feed on mortal pleasure. Born with an intuition that never fails, Callista knows her talents are of great value to the power hungry of the world. So she lives as a courtesan of the Baron of Archwood. In exchange for his protection, she grants him information. But when her intuition leads her to save a traveling prince in dire trouble, the voice inside her blazes with warning and promise. Today, he'll bring her joy. One day, he'll be her doom. This one looks so good. Like I said, I have yet to pick up any of her adult novel series, even though I do have a few on my I think I have one on my shelf. I think I have the From Blood and Ash. I do. I have it. I have not read it. I know I would love it, but still have yet to read it. Anyways, it looks really good. The cover is gorgeous. It has a sword and then it has these ravens and it's cute. It's just so cute. I love it. I love it. The next book that we're going to talk about, this is not a fantasy. This is not a romance. This is it's some sort of historical, I don't know if it's historical fiction. Yeah, that's inspired by true events of this author's family experience during World War II. The reason why I wanted to mention this book specifically, even though it has nothing to do with either of these topics, is because the author is Millie Bobby Brown. And if you guys do not know who Millie Bobby Brown is, she plays Eleven in Stranger Things, and she wrote a book. And that's awesome. Good for her. She has a skincare line. Now she's coming out with a book, and good for her. Good for her. She's doing amazing. I love it. I love it. So it says here, it's 1942 and London remains under constant threat of enemy attack as the Second World War rages on. In the Bethnal Green neighborhood, Nellie Morris counts every day lucky that she emerges from the underground shelters unharmed, her loving family still surrounding her. 3 years into the war, she's grateful to hold on to remnants of normalcy. Her job is assisting the mayor, but after a chance encounter with Ray, an American airman stationed nearby, Nellie becomes enchanted with the idea of a broader world. Just when Nellie begins to embrace an exciting new life with Ray, a terrible incident occurs during an air raid one evening, and the consequences are catastrophic. As the truth about the night is revealed, Nellie's world is torn apart. When it all seems hope is lost, Nellie finds that against all odds, love and happiness can triumph. I'm not a historical fiction person at all, but I might give this a shot just because it's Millie Bobby Brown, and I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see her branch out into the author world. The next book that we're going to talk about has, again, one of the loveliest covers. It's just so pretty. It is called Witch of Wild Things by Raquel, Vasquez, Juliland. I don't know how to say her name. I'm so sorry. So this book is about a woman named Sage Flores. She's been running from her family and their gifts ever since her younger sister Sky died. 8 years later, Sage reluctantly returns to her hometown. Like slipping into an old comforting sweater, Sage takes back her job at Cranberry Rose Company and uses her ability to communicate with plants to discover unusual heritage specimens in the surrounding lands. What should be a simple task is complicated by her partner in botany sleuthing, Tennessee Reyes. He broke her heart in high school and she never fully recovered. Working together is reminding her of all of their past tender, genuine moments, and new feelings for this mature, sexy man are starting to take root in her heart. With rare plants to find, a dead sister who keeps bringing her coffee, and another sister whose anger fills the sky with lightning, Sage doesn't have time for romance. But being with 10 is like standing in the middle of a field on the cusp of a summer thunderstorm, supercharged and inevitable. So that is Witch of Wild Things by Raquel Vasquez. Next we have a romance, not a fantasy romance, but a straight up just romance, and it is called Lies and Other Love Languages by Sonali Dev. And it says, best-selling advice columnist Vandy Guru built her career teaching others how to live honestly and courageously. But after the loss of her husband, Vandy's public veneer can barely conceal her grief when her beloved daughter, Malika, suddenly disappears and her estranged childhood best friend, Rani, returns, stirring up long-buried secrets. Vandy's carefully crafted life feels at risk. So it says, aspiring choreographer Malika Guru is tired of failure. When another audition ends in rejection, she signs up for a genetic study to find out why she's so different from her accomplished family. But the results reveal her whole life to be a lie, and Rani seems to be the only one who knows the truth. Rani Parekh sacrificed everything for Vandy once, but to hold on to the life she's rebuilt, she must confront her troubled history and face Vandy and Malika. Join 3 extraordinary women as they journey from LA to Miami and on an incredible path of discovery, hope, and love. This one looks cute. I don't know if it's enough for me to purchase it, but it seems cute. So this is another one that I'm going to keep an eye for. I'm going to keep an eye for the reviews to see if I want to eventually pick this one up or not. And last but certainly not least, we have The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab. V.E. Schwab wrote a book called Darker Shades of Magic or something like that I read a few years ago and I was absolutely obsessed with. I was blown away. I loved it. And this is a new series, adult series, I believe, by her. Once there were 4 worlds, nestled like pages in a book, each pulsing with fantastical power and connected by a single city, London. Until the magic grew too fast and forced the worlds to seal the doors between them in a desperate gamble to protect their own. The few magicians who could still open the doors grew more rare as time passed, and now only 3 Antari are known in recent memory. Kelly Marish of Red London, Delilah Bard of Grey London, and Holland Voshevik of White London. But barely a glimpse of them have been seen in the last 7 years, and a new Antari named Kosika has appeared in White London, taking the throne in Holland's absence. The young queen is willing to feed her city with blood, including her own, but her growing religious fervor has the potential to drown it instead. Back in Red London, King Rai Maresh is threatened by a rising rebellion, one determined to correct the balance of power by raising the thrones entirely. These two royals from very different empires now face very similar struggles, how to keep their crowns and their own heads. Amidst the tapestry of old friends and new enemies, a girl with an unusual magical ability comes into possession of a device that could change the fate of all 4 worlds. Her name is Tess, and she's the only one who can bring them together or unravel it all. Anyways, you guys, that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I'm so sorry that I ran out of light, but the sun's going down. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. I will see you in the next video. Bye!